Congratulations! You've probably just gotten your order of ToriBelle magnetic lashes and you're excited to use them. I'm just going to go over application and how to cut them to your right size and then care of them. I'm so happy you got these lashes. You're going to feel amazing once you get them on. So your package will come with your lashes. So in there you'll have your lashes and your anchors. And you ordered the classic liner, so you'll have gotten into like this with the classic liner. So first thing you want to do is you want to put on your base makeup. So whether it's your foundation, eyeshadow, liner, anything like that, it's helpful to start with a liner when you're first starting and following with the magnitude liner, follow your liner line. Now you can see I've got one eye that I don't have any liner on, one that I do. I'm going to just show you how to apply the liner on one side, and while that's drying, I'll show you how to cut and fit lashes on your eye. So to start, we'll apply the classic liner. I start just above the color of my eye and go towards the end of my eye, and then I come back and I touch up in the corner. Now makeup's a personal preference. You do what you like to do. So I like to bring it in to the middle, just kind of completes that line. But you won't need it all the way because the lash just starts above the color of your eye. So you need to apply 2 coats. First coat, and then wait 30 seconds, and then second coat, wait 2 minutes. Now when you pull your liner out of the bottle, don't wipe any on the lip there. What's going to happen is you'll get crusties, and the crusties will fall in your liner bottle, and it won't be a good mix. No chunkies on your brush. You just want to apply that on. My tube's getting a little empty, so it's a little bit. I'll go in a couple of times, make sure I get product on it. And you don't have to be perfect with these coats, because what happens is the band, the lashes, will cover any kind of imperfections. So there I go. I got my first coat on for liner. You have to wait like 30 seconds, not very long at all, for applying your second coat. But on your second coat, you need to wait the full 2 minutes. You don't want it to be tacky, because what happens if you apply your lashes while it's tacky, you're just going to pull the liner off and have to start over. So you want to make sure it's fully dry. So these lashes that I bought this time are called Jet Setter. Jet Setter. They look pretty cool. When you take your lashes out, they'll have a bit of a bend, but you'll want to give them just a bit of a little dance, just so that they do want to curve to your eye. Then you come in, go just above your color of your eye, and then come to the end. So you can see it's really hanging over. These are way too long for me, so I'm going to have to cut. So start by cutting with one magnet. You always cut from the inside of your eye. So do a little dance thing again and see how it fits. I'm still too long. I'm gonna cut one more. Now again, making sure you're cutting on the inside of the eye, because some of our lashes have the flare at the end. If you ended up getting like the Wonder Lash or Selfie, you want to keep that whoosh effect. All right. it's in the corner nice, where it starts. Now, if you end up seeing it kind of wanting to lift always in this side, it means that you're still too long. So if you're overhanging over here, or if you're poking forward out on this end, it means it's a little too long, okay? I like where that's sitting for me. Now, if you're having an easy day, you're in the office, this is enough to have. Now, since it's been the 30 seconds, I'm going to just apply my second coat on the other eye. If you're going to have more of an active day, you're working out, or you're going to be out in the wind, then I recommend you put the anchors on. So I'll show you how to put the anchors on after I get my second coat liner on this side. Now, if the lashes aren't sticking to your liner, it's because you just haven't put enough on. So go back and put more on. They don't want to stick. Now, you want to make sure you don't get the liner in your lash. If you do, you'll want to wipe your lashes. Okay, you're applying this just above. So if you apply it into your lash when it's time to take off, you don't want you pulling your natural lashes off. Okay. There you go. So that's got to dry for 2 minutes. I put on my mascara now because all that ends up helping is kind of getting that line with your lash and your liner that you may have not gotten because you don't want to go too low. There. So there, go to mascara. And it helps blend your natural lashes. If you got a bit blonder of lashes, it's just going to take the black and blend it in. All right. So now we're going to show you how to do the anchors. So you just need a pair of tweezers if you're not comfortable getting too close to your eyes. Now, ToriBelle just saw the lash applicator. I hadn't bought it at first. I used my metal tweezers. Now the thing with metal tweezers is these have magnets. They're going to stick. So it was a lot harder to apply them with the magnets, with a metal applicator. So I ended up buying. So if you need one of these, I can order it for you for sure. So all you do is you just come in underneath the lash, because what this anchor is going to do is it's going to sandwich the lash between your natural eyelashes. If it's pinching, you've caught above your eyelid, just kind of adjust it. You don't want to feel any pinching or poking with these lashes. You want them to feel natural. So if you got poking or pinching, they aren't on right. So start it over again. I bumped my actual lash. You can see it's kind of falling there. I'll just adjust that. And you can see like the anchors blend in beautifully. You don't see them at all. Very nice. So these are your jet setters. I kind of like them. They're very natural, but have more length to them. They're not thick. They crisscross. It's the first pair I have that actually do that crisscross. It's actually kind of beautiful. Very natural. All right. So now, again, you want to do that little dance with your lashes. Make sure that bend, you want to bend to your eye. Again, starting on the inside corner is where you're going to cut. Start with one, right? Like if it's too long, and go from there. Don't cut too many because you can't glue them back on. Once they're cut, they're cut. You don't want them too short. All right. or I can't do it into the computer. I don't have that talent yet. So for this one, it might look okay, but this end is kind of hanging a little long, and I am a little bit past my eye with the lash, so I'm going to cut a second one on these. Remember, always cutting from the inside of the lash. So when you cut, like you don't cut, you just cut the band. I guess I should clarify that. Cutting only the band. You don't need to cut the lash itself. Okay, that one's on. I like these ones. And again, since today is a beautiful sunny day, I'm going to get out into some yard work. So I need my anchors. Now, for care of our lashes, do not get them wet. If you get them wet, the lashes actually follow the bands and then you have holes, and that's not good. You want to keep these for as long as you can. Now, ToriBelle says you get 20 to 30 uses out of them, but honestly, a lot of the ladies I've talked to about it, they get like 50 wears. If you take care of them, they'll last. So you definitely want to take care of them, because 50 wears at, you know, $50 a lash, it's $1 a day. So you definitely want to make sure they last. So at night when you pull them off, pulling from the band, not the lash itself, pull from the band, come from the out of the eye on the inner, follow along the band as you take them off. Be very gentle, don't be like pulling on the lashes. At the end of the day, I take mine off, put them away. I don't even bother cleaning them or anything like that. I only clean the magnets if they don't want to stick. So the thing with the magnets, no product, no cleaning product, no makeup remover, nothing like that on these. You don't want to get them wet. You just take your thumbnail and you give it a little scratch. Really gentle. You don't want to be too rough to pick. I learned the hard way. I was a little too rough with my first set and actually scratched a magnet off. So just very gently scratch the magnets so that the liner comes off. Don't worry about in between the magnets. Just make sure those magnets are free of any liner so that it'll stick. So, yay! You're going to be so happy. If you have any problems applying these, your liner might be a bit thick, might be a bit difficult to apply in the first few days, but keep with it. It does get easier. It's sometimes a bit of a learning curve, especially if you haven't used liquid liner before. I had never used a liquid liner before. I had never used adhesive or magnetic lashes, but that's it. Apply your liner, apply your lash, anchors if it's going to be a very busy day, and go. Look beautiful all day long.